Om Shanti and a very good morning from Aberdeen.Hindu Temple in Stonywood. Today is the 28th of February and it's the last day of February. It was a day of full moon and it was a very significant full moon of this year. And what it really pointed towards was that this is a time of change and a time of transformation. That whatever is the past and to leave it there and to really go with that feeling of abundance and share good feelings with the world. And so in meditation is a way of going deep inside the self and understanding who I am and what I am. And whatever the physical world is out there, the physical world is full of conflict and difficulties. There's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and hardship at the moment. And so how do I respond to that? And what is the intuition? What is the feeling behind it? What is it that I have to do at this time? And so the understanding is that whenever I have good wishes and pure feelings that will feel weak, fearful, in conflict, these souls will be able to take stock and feel strength and feel empowered. And so what will happen is that there will be blessings. It's a time of change that we're living through. And this is the time when I have to become very innocent. I have to become innocent of the knowledge of any desire that I might have. I might like this car, or I like to achieve this or that. And pure in a way. So innocent of even what others are thinking or what their intentions are. And even be innocent of my own desires. We will achieve relationships and interactions in this world that are positive, that are empowering, and that give us and everybody else strength. So in having good wishes and pure desires means that I want to cooperate with others. And I don't have any waste thoughts on what others think, do, and what their intention is. But I actually am focused and concentrated on actually giving back highest thoughts, the most beneficial thoughts, and intentions that I can give from my part. So let me be in this game of giving and taking, of ups and downs of this world, be the one who actually gives a level playing that is based on honesty, that is based on good wishes, that is based on pure feelings, that is only beneficial to the world. And whatever others do, that's their life, and that's their intentions, and that's where they're going. At this moment, there isn't any scope of actually achieving better than others, but it's actually that all together we're moving forward and we're achieving whatever is best for us and for the world. And we can see that everywhere. This year, there's going to be COP26 in Glasgow, so climate change, and there's been a lot about climate change in the world. There's a lot of upheaval, political situations that in the past were acceptable are no longer acceptable. And so there has to be change, and there's change on all levels in society. So let me ask, what is the change that I am having, or I'm actually going through? What is it that I'm giving to the world, that is of benefit to the world. Let me be a positive contributor to this world, and that way uplift those around me, but also, most importantly, charity begins at home, uplift myself as well. Because if I have waste thoughts about somebody else, then that will pull me down rather than pushing me up and giving me that opportunity to actually contribute in a positive way to a relationship. Even if I've done something wrong, then let me take stock of that and let me understand and learn from it. And then that relationship can be positive, at least from my point of view, from where I'm coming from. Whatever others are doing, that's in their situation. And all that one can do is really give them support and really be the example for a different interaction that is not just on give and take, in retaliation, in conflict, in watching the other. If you do this, then I will do that. No, it is about really filling ourselves with pure thoughts, pure feelings, elevated intentions, and then give that to the world. Whether others want it or not, it will be an experience for them, and it will leave a taste that is sweet, that is good. It will give them an experience of safety, of freedom, of ability to move and to experience themselves in a different light, not in one of retaliation or taking or whatever is coming up. And so let me fill my thoughts with positivity. Let me elevate myself and become light. And the easiest way is really to become soul conscious, because when I become soul conscious, then I actually see everybody and everyone from a soul conscious point of view, which means from an eternal point of view. I detach myself from any needs that the body has, and I give myself permission to forgive others, forgive myself, of letting go, and really in that letting go, giving quality to the situation. And by giving quality to the situation, I actually create positive, nurturing relationships. And even others will then feel, well, it was not really that bad. It didn't require that response from myself. And so let me also start to give positive thoughts, positive response, to see only the best in others, and to fulfill, the responsibility of a positive relationship, because that is also a responsibility. We cannot expect just to receive in this world and to expect others to be always supporting us. But by myself supporting others, others will start supporting myself. And if it's not those people, there will be others around. Because the world and humanity actually has a foundation of goodness. And this foundation of goodness is what I can count on. It has been made fuzzy and not so clear by the give and take and the situations happening in society and in humanity and the world in general. Because there's a lot of suffering in the world. But let me support others, and let me support them from a spiritual point of view. let me contribute in a very incognito way by having good wishes in my heart and in my eyes and and through my mouth and through my actions for others. Let me forgive them and let me forgive myself. Let me see the beauty in others. You know, somebody can be quite frightening, to see somebody in a very frightening way, because they have power and they are demanding. So let me see them when they are good, when they are loving and supportive and encouraging, even if that is not what I see immediately. But by me having those thoughts, by me creating those thoughts and sending them out in an incognito way to that person will catch them up and it will transform the situation. That is my personal experience. But most importantly, at this time, it is not beneficial to retaliate or to respond in a negative way or in a manipulative way to others. But it's a time of opening the heart, being honest, and really allowing others to bring the best out of themselves. So let us go into a meditation. Take a nice deep breath. Fill your lungs with air and power and lightness and freshness, and become still inside yourself. Let go of any ups or downs that you may have seen or experienced in the recent past. Any interactions which perhaps were not satisfactory. And forgive yourself for that. But most importantly, also forgive others. See their beauty. See their good points. And the moments of any interaction that filled you with happiness too. That allowed you to become like a child with happiness and innocence. And as you are in that experience of being a soul, a being of light, become very light, very easy, almost joyful. Let go of any uncomfortable feelings that there might be. Just brush them off from yourself. And replace that pain or that difficulty replace that with the light of God, the light of the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Being, the Father, the Mother, the Beloved, the Friend, the Companion, the Guide, the Teacher, the one who shows us the way towards good. And very innocently, allow your heart to be filled with love. And as your heart is filled with love, your mood changes. You can feel your heart growing in your chest, being full and lacking of nothing. And a smile automatically appears on your mouth. Your eyes become soft. And any defensiveness just melts away. And you are aware this is your life. And you want your life to be beautiful, to be good, to bring happiness to yourself as well as others, to be fruitful, to be healthy and wealthy. And any negativity destroys that health, that happiness. It darkens it. And so allow the light of the Supreme to shine into your heart. And fill your heart till the heart is full and not needing anything. The heart becomes ignorant because it is now overflowing anyone around you. You yourself are full of light. It's a loving, peaceful, pure, happy light. And there's health in yourself. There's strength. There's hope. There is forward vision. There's trust and safety. And there's power, there's strength. Nothing is too much. All is good. And now seeing those around you, you see them with a benevolent, well-wishing gaze. You imagine your face when you see them. If in the past it would have been not so happy, see that happiness, because these are souls that are actually giving us the opportunity to learn an aspect about ourselves and to change it. And there's no better time to change than this one. Just imagine yourself to be as calm and peaceful and cool, like a loch in front of you, or a quietly moving river. Take any difficulty, any pain, or any not so nice experience. Take it out of your heart. And like a stone, throw it into the river. And as the stone sinks into the water, slowly by gravity, it floats to the ground. It settles in the sand, on the riverbed, or on the loch. And it can do nothing. It cannot cause any harm. But it will be part of the foundation of this river. And it will now become a structure on which algae can grow, fish can build their home or their hiding place. It will bring some benefit. And the benefit it brings to the self is that now the heart is filled with God's love. And that any memory, any thought has been given away to the riverbed or to the bed of the loch or the sea. And it's no longer in you. It has gone, it has freed the self from that. It has filled the self with the love of the Supreme. It has made the heart pure and light. And there's now space for newness to come into the heart and into the self. The past is the past. One moves on out of experience, knowing where to tread lightly and carefully. But having forgiven the self and for having forgiven others, the sharing is only of good wishes and pure feelings. Good feelings and pure wishes for those situations that have left, and elevated thoughts, pure thoughts of what is ahead and of finding ways to cooperate with others, and of having that determined thought of not allowing any waste thoughts, which means any thoughts of distress or disappointment to come into the self, but to celebrate the goodness that there is inside. Take a nice deep breath. Above you, the sky is blue, the sun is shining. God's light is in your heart. There's no hardness inside yourself, but an innocence that only sees the best in others. And by seeing the best in others, blessings start streaming back at yourself. By only benefiting others and not looking at what I might get back, the relationships become less demanding. There is no expectation back. And therefore, whatever comes back, there's gratitude. and good wishes, pure feelings. So let me be grateful for this, for not being alone in this world, for having the support of the divine, which becomes a lens, a filter through which I experience and I see the world. And let me see this world with uplifting thoughts, even serve at a distance by sending a wave of good wishes and pure feelings into the world, to reach even those who are suffering and to give them hope that there is goodness and that eventually goodness will prevail, starting with the self now, removing all waste thoughts, giving good wishes and pure feelings, feelings of love, elevated wishes, elevated feelings, and the world starts responding. The world becomes strong and powerful. Personality of the self, of the one who is good, giving good wishes and pure feelings, is one of contentment. And that contentment is more powerful than jumping in happiness, because that contentment comes from deep inside, from the soul, filled with peace, filled with love, filled with wisdom, purity, and happiness. And it is constant. It is not fluctuating, not depending on external circumstances, but it's constant. It is loving, and it is reflecting the light of the Supreme. Let us be such lighthouses to the world. To the world, let us send rays of love and peace and good wishes to the world. Om Shanti. Have a very good rest of the weekend and fill yourself with peace and with the world. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Be the light for the world.